Hi everyone, welcome back to the Driving Talk podcast. Back after what was a really good episode, I felt, last week with Robin and Greg at Raw Motorsport HQ. We're back at Sandown Motorsport HQ.
We are for the moment, yeah.
For the moment, you got some news on that actually.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be moving HQ, new location, full on motorsport. So yeah, new background coming soon. In the process of moving.
Yeah, same bits like up on the wall, but it's just going to a different unit.
Yeah, different unit. So it's a bit dressed up for the pod at the moment. There's not a lot going on anywhere else, but we're in the process of moving over.
But the motorsport season has officially started, and we're starting to see liveries get unveiled, cars hit the track. We've had a 6 hours at Abu Dhabi. We've had a 24 hours in Dubai. We're getting ready for the Rolex 24 this weekend.
We are indeed, yeah. We had Dakar. That's already been done.
That's already been done. Well, let's talk about Dakar. Pro Drive.
Good news.
Good news. The Dacia Sand Duster, or the Storn...
Sand
Raider, yes. Has won the Dakar Rally.
It has indeed.
Absolutely brilliant.
The Pro Drive assisted.
And the production class as well, those wily old Defenders.
Pro Drive assisted.
So it is the Dave Richards Rally.
Yeah.
Really. He's gone right to his extreme rallying roots, and they've won Dakar.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That is he's brilliant, isn't it?
It is
just
good.
Goes to prove these guys knows what they're about.
You got to back the British when it comes to making motorsport stuff, don't you?
We do it best.
We'll just... Obviously, speaking of the non-tarmacy stuff, we're kind of sat here peering at the laptop at the moment. We've got the Monte Carlo stages up at the moment. We're having a little look at what's going on the moment. Obviously, I'm too much of a cheapskate to pay for rally TV, so we can just watch it constantly. But Ollie Solberg, okay, it's only 2 stages. Oliver Solberg in the Toyota is leading the rally from Elvin Evans and John Armstrong in third. What
you were
a boy.
very excited with that, weren't you?
I was... Do you know what? I would have said, if we were doing a preview about this before they'd set off, I would have said about the Ford guys, you've got John Armstrong and Josh McCurlin, who, they're youngsters. They need to sort of bed in, you know. Ford have also got, was it Gregor Munster? But... Josh McCurlin coming back, John Armstrong for his debut. The fact that after a couple of stages, he sat third.
At the Monte.
He's ahead of the likes of Thierry Neuville, Ogier, Formose, all of those drivers, and Taksuka, who he won the shakedown. Yeah. So he was on the pace on the shakedown just ahead of Ogier. So I've looked at the shakedown and I thought, ooh, a Toyota going in all guns blazing. I was like, right, here we go.
Do you think Ford will hold him back slightly?
Maybe. They might have been sandbagging a bit. Maybe. Although John Armstrong has maybe just been told, this is your first World Rally in a World Rally 1 car. Just go in, feel comfortable, don't go over the top. And maybe this is just what he's producing. He's not going over the top. He's driving to the conditions. I think it's going to be a bit wet today. The shakedown was dry. I think at the moment it's quite wet. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. And you know what? I've been looking a bit more into what these new regulations are going to be for next year.
Yeah.
So these World Rally 1 cars at the moment, they're nearly £1 million to make each.
It's phenomenal.
They ditched the hybrid system because it was clear that wasn't working. But these cars are absolutely crazy money to build.
Yeah.
Which is why you've only really got Hyundai, Toyota and Ford in it.
Yeah.
But even Ford, Ford aren't chucking money at it. There's a lot of subsidy, a lot of sponsors coming in and stuff like that. And, same for Toyota. It's not... They've all got different sponsors coming in to sort of back these programs up.
Yeah.
But the sort of new cars, it's effectively going to be space frame bodied as something else.
Yeah.
Sort of a cap on the car cost of 345 grand, I think it was.
It's around that figure, wasn't it?
Well, it was euros, so you're probably looking at about 300 grand.
Yeah.
UK money, depending on what Trump wants to do next. And I just hope this brings more manufacturers in. We're seeing it in WRC too.
Yeah.
Lancia are back.
Yes.
Lancia have a car.
The Ypsilon.
The Ypsilon. It's kind of based on, I know there's sort of part Stellantis, and it's kind of it's basically a Citroen in drag. But I don't care. Lancia are back.
Lancia need to be in World Rally, don't they, really?
The romance of it. I love it so much. I love it so much. Now, if we could sort of convince Mitsubishi to come back and maybe Subaru,
Yeah.
and maybe Ford can bring out like a four-door version of a car called an Escort.
You are rose-tinted spectacles.
You know,
aren't you?
and maybe Mitsubishi could bring something like a Lancer, but like a special version of that, like an Evolution.
Yeah. Maybe. Little hatchback like a Colt again would be quite cool.
No, well, it's. I mean, the Pumas look wicked. Don't get me wrong, but I do miss a Fiesta or something very short and squirty in a Ford. But who knows? Will Ford be coming? Well, they don't have a Focus anymore. They don't have a Fiesta. Are we kind of stuck with the Puma moving forward, or are they going to try something else?
They may be releasing the Cougar, aren't they, again? Did that? No, they've got a Ford Cougar. That's that horrible SUV thing.
You know,
Cougar.
yeah, they're going to be started on that.
It's too many SUVs. It's just crossovers.
It's depressing, is what it is.
Yeah. There's nothing that's exciting within the range. You think,
Yeah, I want a bit of that. No, not the case.
Unfortunately, not.
But the WRC2 cars, you're always going to have your Skodas, your Hyundais, your effectively factory-built cars, and they are, doing what they should do. They're going great guns.
Yeah. It'd be good to have Skoda in WRC1. That would be good. It would be quite good to see them have a really good crack at it, really.
Yeah.
Because I know we had the Volkswagen.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll make the step up.
It'd be nice.
Volkswagen aren't in it anymore. You haven't got an Audi in there, but could it be that the Audi F1 program is maybe taking a bit away from the other partners?
100%. That is just sapping all of that group's money.
Well, let's talk about Formula One. Audi have been out on circuit.
They have been out on circuit.
The rumours were that they were following each other very closely, sort of tailgating almost.
Yeah, they've got to understand the new era, haven't they? Use that for...
and sort of using their indicator to try and get past the other car whilst they were tailgating.
Yes. There's quite a few cars been out on circuit already. I saw the V-Carb Red Bull sister team out there at Imola.
That did look good.
It does look a nice car, doesn't it? And I think McLaren have come out and said they're going to miss the first day of shakedown.
Okay.
So I've got to have a look into why that was.
I have a good idea. The car's built.
Yeah.
They're still trying to work out who the number one driver is. They're still in meetings.
I don't think they're going to get to the end of that one.
But I did see Zach Brown was at that the World Economic Forum thing in Switzerland where all the world leaders were.
Right.
And Zach Brown was there.
Okay.
Like, dude, what are you doing there? Go back to McLaren, get a car built.
Yeah.
Stop fucking around there. Race cars.
Right, yeah.
Race cars. Go get your race cars built.
Let's be honest, he's just the marketing face of the team, Andrew.
I think so, yeah.
Most of the work, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got although to be fair, he has pulled out of supercars.
Yeah.
He's sold his stake in what was Walkinshaw Andretti United, and it's turned into Walkinshaw something.
Something and something.
But then I kind of think it's probably because he's not very positively looked at in Australia anymore. We'll talk about that a bit more when we speak about V8s and what's going on down under, but we've seen some schemes coming out as well.
Yeah.
How good does that Mercedes look?
Oh, that's epic. I'm really impressed with the Mercedes. It's kind of... It's not the full silver arrow. You've gone back to the black, which was always a nice looking car. No, yeah, it does look like a really nice thing.
Very sexy.
Really, really nice thing. And they're going to have 2 quick drivers again next year.
Yeah. Toyota have snuck. Yeah.
They've backdoored with Haas, haven't they?
They have a bit.
Yeah.
But not really not really done it in a dry sort of way. They've just sort of slipped themselves in there. Sort of.
It's not a bad looking car though.
It's not. It looks good. So is it more are we kind of going back to the halcyon days of the mid-2000s? The cars look like they're from the mid-2000s.
Yeah, I mean, they're retro. Those mid-2000s liveries are always popular, aren't they?
But the cars, I think this new rules changes with the cars we're seeing so far, the cars aren't looking too far away from that era.
Yeah, we needed it to go back slightly. I know we're meant to keep moving forward. That's what Formula One is, but the cars were big and cumbersome and quite ugly, to be honest. The racing wasn't as good as it could have been. You needed to go smaller, less aero. And like so DRS is gone, and we have to push to pass again, essentially, which is a really rudimental way to describe it. But we definitely, needed to go back to that to improve the racing, I think. And it's good that we've got the rule change now. These teams have been developing these cars. They've been doing this for over a year in the background. So it's be interesting to see who can hit the ground running. I think we're going to have a lot of sandbagging in pre-season testing.
You think?
Right up until the last, and then we're going to hit it. I think that's what I think is going to happen. Hopefully, teams like Williams can continue the uptrend.
I hope so.
And really take it. I think Cadillac are going to struggle personally.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the Williams livery is going to look like, actually.
Yeah. I know, there's a couple of sponsors. I think they posted out like their sponsored tier the other day. I saw some have been downgraded and some have been upgraded.
Okay.
So it depends how prominent these sponsors. I think that's going to be the main difference on that car. Altacian is still a big name on that car. I think Duracell have been dropped down, but I thought that was quite cool on the pod anyway. And the little air intake as a battery, it was a wicked idea.
That did look good.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got enough of them from sort of supplying the batteries for their hybrid system. Maybe they've gone. Instead of just having a little Duracell bunny in there, they've got something else.
Yeah, maybe.
How do you think Ferrari are going to go this year? There's a lot of memes and that flying around them.
I do. I think they're going to do poorly unless the management structure changes. I know they've got rid of Adami again, but or moved in to another department or a different role. I think they're going to struggle, personally. I really do.
Is it the definition of madness doing the same thing again and expecting different 100%.
Results? 100%. If they're not willing to listen to the 8-time world champion, then you're not really going to gain anything. I think Charles has had enough. I think we discussed this before. I think Charles will go.
You reckon he'll go at the end of the year?
He'll go at the end of the year. I think you'll have two different drivers back at Ferrari next year. This is what I personally think is going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Piastri goes there.
You reckon?
It's on the cards.
Yeah, I think what's going on at McLaren is not exactly sustainable, is it?
No, you can't have it. It's a process center thing again, isn't it? you just can't do it. And I don't think Lando's going to lose his job or be outed or have a better offer, to be honest with you. Not with the involvement of Pure. So I think Oscar is the one that would have to bend or move on.
It's a shame, really.
It is, but it's what teams you put him in. If Red Bull do well, will he compete well with Max, or will he have another problem there?
Well,
he's going to have to be another number one.
A big variable for Red Bull is Ford. They've now got Ford powertrains. Do they go wet belt? Do they not? Do they just go with a classic Transit banana engine maybe for a bit of longevity? Because them things would survive anything.
Anything.
The good old banana pushrod Transit engine.
You can't go wrong with them. DI, TDI, brilliant engines.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if perhaps that's got to be another way that they go just to.
I think it's going to be that's going to be another awkward one as well, isn't it? It depends how well Ford and Red Bull have developed that engine and the whole powertrain. It's another variable. It's another completely unknown for them, isn't it? And having Hadjar in their car as well. So whoever goes in there has got to be mentally tough and understand that you are not going to compete with the likes of Max Verstappen. Yeah. Just go in and learn.
You are a number 2 driver. Yeah, that's it.
Just go in and learn. All you need to do is be within half a second of it. I think that's where you need to be.
But the big thing about Red Bull, aside from the Ford side of things and everything, no Helmut Marko.
Thank God.
Yeah. No Horner, no Helmut Marko. Changing team dynamic.
Yeah.
And I think, could we see the end of a Red Bull Academy as such?
No, because it's worked so well.
Yeah?
I can't see it. It works so well. There's so many drivers that come through that Red Bull Academy within Formula One and within other aspects of motorsport series. I think they'd be stupid to get rid of it, to be honest with you. They just need to treat their drivers slightly better. But when you're a young driver and you have that back in, that's the security for you to then go and push on. I think that's here to stay, to be honest with you. I think it works better than any other academy if you look at it.
That it does.
Yeah, and they're willing to put the drivers in when needed. If you look at Ferrari's academy, the drivers that they've had through there, they've got some cracking drivers through there. But they're never going to get in to Formula One because Ferrari look what they did with Lewis. They hired from externally, Charles was different, but they run him in Alfa Romeo. And
Yeah.
what I mean, but he's not going anywhere. And not unless he gets a better offer, or if that Ferrari picks up, he'll probably stay. But if it doesn't, he'll move teams. Because he's desperate for a world championship.
And he's running out of time.
And he's running out of time. So it's either a world championship or a big payday. We've seen it. How many times have we seen this?
Quite a bit.
It's just the way it's going to be, I think.
Ferrari
It'd be a similar thing with George as well. If it come to it and they can't fight for a world championship at Mercedes, he'll look bigger payday, better car, which is going to be the best one for him.
And we both know that as well.
Exactly.
We know exactly what the choice will be.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see. Sports cars.
Yep.
Lots going on.
A lot of racing. We are in sports car season.
Getting there. We've got Daytona this weekend, the Rolex.
Yep.
Some serious drivers and teams in that.
Yeah, big drivers in that. There's some new drivers and teams in that. The Rolex is always one I always look for. But you do get the wildcard drivers as such in terms of drivers from other series dropping into that. Like Lando's done it. Jimmy Johnson's done it. They always intrigue me when they go through that. Fernando has done that a few times. And he's always absolute class when he's raced it. There's no real... I couldn't see one that kind of went, oh, like, that's different for that one. But you do have the likes of Nick Tandy in, Harry King.
Yep.
Seb Bordeaux's back in a car. Who else did you mention, but off camera, who else was...
Well, Ford have...
Yes, that's it.
Well, they've committed, obviously, they've got a hypercar program next year.
Yeah.
And they've kind of announced that our driver lineup's going to be this, and it's Logan Sargent that surprised me. So Ford have put their backing behind Logan Sargent.
Yeah.
Seb Prio.
Yeah.
Just some quality drivers. It's clear that Ford are spending some money in the market, in the motorsport market. They're in Formula One now. They're in V8 supercars. They're in NASCAR. They're always going to be in American sports. Not a lot going on in the UK, I think, but...
No. Do you think they're pushing... They want to win Le Mans and they want to succeed within Formula One as a engine supplier again?
Yeah.
It's cheaper than running as a full-blown manufacturer.
Yeah.
It's very US-based. Not so, like you said, UK and Europe as a whole. Really, no. You like say sports cars. You've got Le Mans. They want to win Le Mans again. They kind of haven't done. They've done a bit. They put a lot into the Ford GT package and didn't really succeed.
I thought they did, and Chip Ganassi did all right with it.
Yeah, I think they should. I think they expected slightly more for the amount of money and planning they put into it. If you watch the documentary on it. I think they expected a little bit more from it.
Fair comment.
This is my opinion. You spend that amount of money with that amount of planning, you have a whole team. But that's without the race team. That's the team designing and getting the whole market, everything, the whole lot. I think they expected slightly more from it. So I hope they do better. What they're doing with the Mustang is good. And they've listened to and looked at other GT cars and works better. And they use the Rolex as a test bed. 2024, I think it was. And they openly admitted that they were trying to find out the flaws within that car when it raced.
Yeah.
To see what would go wrong. They wanted it to break. Because you don't learn anything from being successful, you learn from your mistakes, as we all know.
Yeah.
So they wanted to see that. And then put the teams under pressure, see how quickly things can happen. So I think that was a good thing to do with them. Maybe they've changed their tack slightly.
Maybe, potentially. Who's your... Well, by the time this goes out, we will know who would have won the 24 hours, but who's your money on?
I don't have my money on anyone. I always just enjoy the race, because the thing is, if it rains at Daytona, it's completely up in the air. So, and we've had it before. So I don't have a pick. That's one of those races that, do you know what?
You just sit back and enjoy it.
I just want to enjoy that. And if it rains, I do enjoy it even more.
Yeah. I think if you... Obviously, we mentioned the 6 hours in Abu Dhabi and the 24 at Dubai. A lot of people are like, the race season has officially started, but you think differently.
I like the Rolex for me gets kicked off, and then I'm already looking at Daytona 500. That's where my head straight in. And then we start off in Formula One, and then we get British Touring Cars, and then we are full flow.
For me, it's the Bathurst 12 hours.
Yeah.
that's it for me. It's early February. Valentino Rossi's back.
He is indeed in a BMW.
So he's going to sort of bring the star attractions to the 12 hours, which is it's got a bigger grid than it has in a few years, which really excites me. The Aussies love their motor racing, but I think with the GT3 side and getting the cars to the race has been a bit of a struggle in the past few years. But Ford have got teams there now.
Yep.
Corvette are going to be there.
Porsche there again.
Yeah. All of these, so it's going to be a great GT3 race, and then you see the odd manic sort of invitational car in the past, the old Mark V8 cars and such. I don't think we'll be seeing any of them this time around, but GT4's really kicked off in Australia as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes at Bathurst.
It's a good series, GT4. It works well.
It does. I think it really does.
It really does work well.
And it does in Europe as well with its own standalone series.
Yeah, it really, really does. The field of car is good. The platform is good. Porsche make a great GT4 car. So that's always one favourite. And I'm sure our guest that's coming up will be in full agreement with me on that one.
I'm pretty sure he will as well, because he raced at the Abu Dhabi 6.
He did indeed, which we'll touch on when we speak to him. So it's nice to see guys that race club racing then get the opportunity to go racing GT4 and be successful in that. So that car obviously lends its hand to being a driver-friendly car before you get into the absolute animals of a GT3.
It's a feel-good factor.
That's good, isn't it? It needed to happen.
Definitely needed to happen.
It needed to happen. There is some talented club racers out there.
Most definitely. Right, time for a break. We'll be back.
Cool. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe on all social media platforms.
And don't forget to like and subscribe on the likes of Spotify and YouTube. Subscribe to listen to us for new content coming up wherever you can.
And welcome back. We're just having a look at the,
Keeping a track on the...
keeping a track on the stage times from Special Stage 2. They are running in snow as we watch this. I mean, you're going to know all about this by the time this episode goes out, but...
We're live. Well, we're not live, but we're...
Yeah, we're just kind of taking a look. But the fact that Ollie Solberg, after 2 stages, he's 30 seconds quicker than Elvin Evans in second. That's phenomenal. But John Armstrong, he's third, boy. He's only 3 seconds behind Elvin Evans. Like, John Armstrong could slip into second if he's not careful. Steady, boys. But I'm not allowed to talk about WRC anyway. We'll just put that. No,
you don't know. Your opinion's wrong.
I don't know anything, apparently.
What does WRC even stand for?
I know. It's...
Craig, didn't he race touring cars?
Yeah, something like that. So I put the I put that reel out, and some of the comments I had, this guy doesn't know what he's on about. And one guy got particularly abusive and commented, yes, I know I'm a large chap, but I could probably still outrace you on a circuit. But it was just the fact that he got so abusive about it, so I just put the comment back. Please don't bully me, I'll come. And then immediately got deleted. So that's the line I'm going to take from now on. We're going to do the Ryanair method of social media. So if you bully us, we'll bully you back.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, fair is fair. Always fair and love and more.
They're only opinions at the end of the day. We're all motorsport fans.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, there's no need to abuse anyone online.
Well, no. Because if you wouldn't do it face-to-face, why bother? But, the WRC looking very, very, very fun this year. But I have been reading into the new regs for next year.
Yeah.
Which is, obviously, we spoke briefly last time, they are, obviously, F1's changing the regs this year. Those cars look a bit different, look a bit sexy, a bit mid-2000s spec.
WRC next year?
WRC next year, and, the current cars at the moment, they're nearly £1 million to make.
Yeah.
A lot of money. They've only got 3 manufacturers. The new cars are going to cap them at €345,000 or something like that. 300 grand.
That should entice the manufacturers in. Do you think, though, if it's capped at €345,000, do you think you then get a lot more privateers coming, though? Because that's then far more affordable.
Yeah.
Which...
I hope so, yeah.
Does that then drop us back to what we had before when it was mainly privateers running in it?
Let's see.
Because it would be kind of cool to have good privateers against the...
You want manufacturers in it as well.
Yeah.
And you want privateers in running them hard against the manufacturers. The problem is, and this is one of the reasons why I rate Colin McRae above the likes of Loeb and potentially Ogier, is that they won all their championships when it was 1 or 2 decent works teams.
Yeah.
And the rest, you had Henning Solberg and Ollie Solberg
That's what I was getting at.
and lots of privateer efforts, and like the manufacturers just running off with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you had the Super Rally back then, so you could crash on one day and then rejoin with a penalty
Yeah.
if you can get the car rebuilt. Citroen just chucked the money at it. So there's a lot of rallies that made a problem, went off and then came back. So, yeah, I've completely gone off on a tangent there, but hopefully it's something that to convince there to be a steady stream of both manufacturers and privateers.
Yeah.
And, be awarded for doing a good work. Effectively, it's going to be a space frame that you bolt the bodies on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which a lot of people go, oh, that's not road car relevant. Well, it's not sustainable going on with how it is, ladies and gentlemen.
You're not going to get a BYD and a WRC, are you? Let's be honest.
Exactly.
So that's, unfortunately, is they're doing the best they can with what's around for us, with what's on the road. So you're not going to go full electric, which you don't want to go full electric, which is what we've all been pushed on. Until it changes, that's what we're stuck with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately. I think we've touched on that before, but it's completely irrelevant. And you can't moan if you're hopping in your Tesla or your BYD or your fully electric car to pop to work. You can't fucking moan about motorsport being where it is because you're part of the problem. Buy an old NASP car and be done with it.
Well, let's talk about NASCAR. What's going on?
Like we said, there's a few changes. The point system slightly changed. Now get 55 for a win, so it's a 15-point increase. But
they're more or less getting rid of the playoff system and going with chase for the cup again.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the inner win's gone. It's going back to sort of what they had originally, where consistency is rewarded, which is what it should always be, because the teams that do the best teams throughout the season should be rewarded. So again, it's going to be the top 16 drivers that go in for the chase for the cup, which is good. Dodge Ram's back in the trucks.
Yeah, you're looking forward to that. Why is that?
Well, we have a Ram at work. It's quite nice. But it's good because they're pushing on it as well. And they've got people like Tony Stewart's out in the truck series for the first time in 20 years. That's going to be cool. He's another Valentino Rossi kind of guy. He draws that crowd into the circuit and gets the buzz back. So to have him effectively launching the Ram is really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I saw today RFK they're going to run the Biffle style number for
cool.
Daytona 500,
That's a nice tribute.
That is a nice touch. That's a really cool touch, which is good to see. The affiliation actually with Hendrick which used to be Stuart Haas, which is now just Haas running one car. So there's a technical partnership there. Which is a biggie, considering just how big Stuart Haas used to be, running 4 cars, like a powerhouse at NASCAR. Have now dropped down.
Long gone, the glory days.
Yeah, sort of thing. And the charters have just got so expensive. We've had Daniel Suarez has moved teams. He's left Trackhouse. And Corey LaJoie's in the 99 for Daytona 500.
Speaking of Trackhouse, it's nice to see the way they did their numbers.
Yeah.
SVG reunited with the 97. That was a really nice touch.
It needed to be done. It's just it meant a lot to him. So
Well, the video they did to do with that was so sweet, and seeing SVG physically welling up. It was what his dad raced and what he won his many supercars titles with, racing the 97. So
there's a lot to say. The numbers to us race car drivers, for most of us, the numbers mean a lot to me. I don't know about you. Some people, they don't care. They'll just get in and drive.
Yeah, I mean, the car originally it had its 282 when I first started it, sort of Group N spec, but since then I've always raced it as 170. It being originally an ST 170, so not as much. I haven't really had numbers follow me as a driver, but
it's cool. They're like a family legacy, a bit like the 3 and the 8 with the Earnhardts.
Yeah.
And the fonts mean a lot to them as well. It's a very NASCAR thing, which I think transpires into oval racing in this country. The numbers mean a lot, the styles of the numbers. You kind of try and always stick with those numbers. I do anyway. Just, I'm a bit weird. Ovals have odd numbers. Circuits have even numbers. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. You've no idea. it made sense one evening after a load of beer. So just going to stick to it. This is a hill I'm willing to die on now. Why not?
Daytona, who's going to win the 500, do you reckon? We'll look more closely in detail on it, but who's
Joe Logano's always a threat. Denny's always a threat.
Do you think Denny, after the heartbreak at the end of last year,
he'll be seriously pushing for that, and I think the fans are going to ease up on him a hell of a lot. I'll be honest with you. After Phoenix last year, he did deserve to win it. I'm not a Denny fan. I can't stand him. But after Phoenix last year, and then what happened off track, I think he's going to gain a lot of fans for that. And he's won a lot of 500s himself, so he can do the job, and he can do the job well. Just anything at Daytona, though, and Talladega, any big plate races, you just don't know. Anyone could win that.
Yeah.
Austin Dillon has won it a couple of times, and I wouldn't say he's the best NASCAR driver. He shouldn't be in the 3. But that's the way it is. But there are some...
That's how the cookie crumbles.
It'd be cool to see SVG up there.
I want to.
I know you do. I know you do.
Yeah, something about a V8 supercar driver, sorry.
Do you need a moment?
I'm not that bad. We got the warm-up first with the Bathurst 12 hours to come down there, so it'll be good to see a lot of the drivers out.
Yeah.
Feeney's going to be out in the Mustang. I did see a video. He's back with a beard.
Okay.
He looks at it. He's been out to America. He took a lot more time out than he normally does. The heartbreak of last year, losing in that final race.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I think they're going to tweak the playoff system. I haven't seen it updated what they're going to do with the points and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I kind of want to elaborate on a point. I made a point a few weeks ago with Motorsport Woking on TikTok. Mm-hmm. I don't like playoffs as a system, but the reason they brought it in was because one driver they felt like they were losing the fans. Because,
it gets a bit Schumacher-esque.
Yeah, one driver was just clearing off. Triple Eight were doing such a good job, and the likes of Tickford and Co. in the past few years and Walkinshaw and Andretti weren't consistent enough to put up a title challenge.
Yeah, you lose fans.
Yeah, and they wanted to get the casual fans back, so they're trying something new.
I think this is the same thing as what NASCAR have done as well.
Yeah.
Because it was making... drivers, ex-drivers and fans, they were just losing the love for the sport, literally, because it was the same thing over and over again. That it wasn't so much the drivers winning every single championship year after year after year after year, but it wasn't becoming, you know what I mean? It needs to be fairer and more consistent.
It does.
I think that's what they were pointing at. They'd be wrong in 10 years' time. We could be sitting here again and talking the same thing, and everyone didn't like it. The same team won over and over again. They've got to change it again. But that's what happens. It's a business. You've got to keep everyone involved and interested in it.
Definitely.
The other thing I have, Autosport has died on its arse, and that was kind of...
Well, there is no Autosport. We spoke about that on the Waffling New Year episode.
No, but one thing also which I do miss in the winter motorsport was the Race of Champions. We don't have that anymore.
No.
It used to be Wembley.
Mm-hmm.
It was brilliant. I saw some clips the other
day. They had it in Australia last year, and what was it, year before that?
Yeah.
That might have been last year.
It was on the ice the year before, wasn't it? So it's just not the spectacle it was either.
No.
It always used to be a big draw. I used to enjoy watching that in the stadium and all the
we could say that about Autosport. I mean, I think Race Retro this year, we've obviously mentioned we are going to be there. We're going to be wearing some nice gear and sort of going around networking with some people and hopefully sorting out some guests.
That'd be cool.
I think Race Retro is going to boom this year because of Autosport's demise.
Yeah,
lots of people going there. Demon Tweaks, Nicky Grist.
Yep.
Lots of people that you would have seen in the glory days of Autosport.
Well, Race Retro have released saying that Steve Blomqvist is going to be there in the Audi.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome.
Fantastic.
Liam Duran's also going to be there.
He is.
So he's always entertaining.
Richard Hammond's going to be there, I think, because 2 of his cars are going up for auction.
Yeah, they're going for the Iconic Auctioneers auction. I think judging on the really badly pixelated images.
Yeah, his RS2000 and his MG. So we'll see.
But yeah, I think that's going to be the show to go to.
I think so. It'd be nice to be there. I mean, as for also, Club Racing UK have tried. They're trying as we speak. They're trying. So we haven't had a chance to post on it today because to put it simply, we've done the day job and then we've rushed here and we've started recording podcasts. So we just haven't stopped today. So I think they're doing sort of a lot online engagement thing with their platform over the past few days. So it'd be interesting to see if that goes. Who knows? It could be a future thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good one. You don't like digital sort of showground as such. It'd be good for other people to look into it, and if you can just like dip your toe into that, have a look around.
Motorsport Days tried something different a few years ago, where it was almost like an online podcast. It was during COVID, obviously. Motorsport Days couldn't happen, so they sort of tried their version of that, and I don't know how that was received. I think it was a case of it's just not the same. So, excuse me.
Bless you.
So we'll obviously wait and see how the online aspect of it will work.
Yeah, with everything,
things have got to be tried. So
yeah, we're online so much now as well.
Yeah,
and it just seems
not
so
just
much busier since COVID anyway.
Yeah.
So and getting the time to get up to a show, the cost of getting a show and round a show.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing though, Race Retro is going to. It looks spectacular.
It does. It really does. I'm really, really looking forward to this, honestly, because having missed out on the autosport stuff. So.
And I think there'll be more of the social aspect there as well. So
yeah,
I think we're going to go up on the Saturday.
Yeah, let's do the Saturday.
I think that's the plan, to go up on the Saturday and see who's about.
Go on tour again.
Yes, not just to a hockey match.
No.
What else is sort of catching your eye in these past few weeks going into the new season?
I like what Legends have done. Will Gibson, like we said before, probably sat in his pocket. I think that's a cracking idea.
£27,000 worth of prizes across their drivers.
Idea. I think that's going to bring on as well. I'm looking forward to the launch of the BTCC, I'm not going to lie. We've seen PMR have now secured new premises to really kick on with the new builds and stuff, so that's going to be interesting to look at.
Yeah, they've obviously had some insurance payments through, starting to sort of trickle through.
Yeah, so and it's good. I mean, like you do, we follow the BTCC chat, the page on Facebook, and people are talking about that. So BTCC buzz is starting to pick back up again. It's Christmas is done right.
Aaron Taylor-Smith's sort of bit of fighting talk there, which we like to see. Sort of giving the impression of, these sort of things are won over the winter.
Yeah, 100%. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
It's kind of what Tom Ingram did last year.
Went away, worked hard through the winter, and then come out absolutely swinging. So I'm looking forward to it. To be honest with you, I really, really am. I hope the grid's a good, solid size. I am genuinely. I'm looking forward to it. Getting into the new place, get cracking. Le Mans Classic is another one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
With their Porsche class, they're popping out.
How's the club stuff looking for you this year?
With Porsche Club looks big because it's obviously I keep a track on that. The Calm Series looks like that's going to get a load as well, which obviously the All Porsche Trophy because I keep an eye on that one as well. You're looking at the MX-5s a lot, aren't you? Anything BRSCC,
Well, actually, I've just had I've had the phone call and sort of had a chat. So I'm back on the live streams with the BRSCC this year. I've got 3 weekends confirmed away from the C1 weekends, and then I'll be at, I think it's every C1 weekend I'm doing bar one.
Yeah.
Only because when the C1 weekend's on, I'm out of the country. So it falls on a weekend when I'll be sunning myself in Greece. So I will be watching from a distance and with love. Sort of sat tanning myself, but no, it's good. I was actually offered initially 5 weekends, but the only reason I said no was because I'm already racing at that event. So I've sacrificed one of my modified Ford races at Donington Park, so I'm going to be presenting at Donington Park. I've got a round at Cadwell, and I've got an early weekend at Snetterton. The week after our season starts, and modified Ford starts April at Alton Park at the Fun Cup round. And I'll be down at Brands Hatch with the C1s that weekend. So it's good. I'm really looking forward to it, and I enjoy my live streaming. I'm enjoying what we're doing with the podcast.
We're
building some fun stuff. We'll hopefully have Mr. Woodwiss on for a couple of episodes to talk about his bit of sports car racing and see what he's up to, see what Max is up to. He's currently honeymooning at the moment.
He is indeed.
But otherwise than that, mate, another bit of a catch-up. Motorsport-wise,
Yeah.
everything looking taped up, ship-shape.
Yeah.
Something
I
like
think
that.
once we're sorted out in the new place, we'll start to really crack on.
Yeah, definitely. We got some cool stuff coming up, which we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, some full guests as well. It's good.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good. This one's just a bit of a filler, just to.
Well, it's a bit of a catch-up, basically,
Yeah.
and just have a quick chat about what's going on during the season. And as we start to get into it, Dubai and Abu Dhabi, you're going to find out about from our next guest next week.
Yes.
Mr. Shiraz Khan is going to be on the show. And yeah, until next time,
Yeah.
bye-bye for now.
See you soon.